We are live here at the Seattle Seahawks media availability at the Super Bowl. We got Leonard Williams, we got JSN, Jackson Smith-Njigba, we got a lot of Seahawks players that we're going to give you guys access to. So welcome into the Roundtable Sports live stream. Let's get it started. Let's start off with Leonard Williams.
How do you guys view stopping him and how big he is for the Patriots?
I mean, he's a big deal. They like to establish a run game. That's something that's really old school about the Patriots, something that we respect about the Patriots. And that's something that, we kind of pride ourselves on, as well as, winning games in the trenches. And, being able to stop him, being able to gang tackle him, slow him down a little bit is going to be big for us in the trenches. I think it starts with the depth. You've seen all year guys getting injured, guys stepping up, filling roles that they haven't, necessarily played all season, and guys been able to step up and play well in those roles. And even in the D-line room, we've been rotating all season, keeping guys fresh, and also just our play style. We play with a certain style that we have a standard that everyone feels that they have to uphold, and it's player-led. We don't really need coaches to hop on another player when they're not doing something to our standard. It's like if we see a guy not living up to the standard, the player is going to handle it on their own, and player-led teams are always the best teams.
A lot of casual fans aren't very familiar with Coach McDonald. What's he like? What's it like playing for him?
He's just a super smart guy. We always joke about how he has a little bit of AI tendencies about him. We said that he's been planted and he's learning how to be human day by day. But I think he's just tremendously smart. We joke about having you need a Harvard education to play in this defense, because he's constantly adding new pressures, adding new defenses. Even Sunday morning, he might have something new for us. So we have to stay on our toes. But we also trust him and understand that he's going to put us in the best position to win.
Leonard, Coach McDonald was just saying that coming here last season and playing the 49ers here was an inflection point for this defense, and you guys got challenged after that. I guess it's the game you came back and won when Gino got the touchdown. What do you remember about that game and the challenge issued before you from Coach?
I just remember the feeling that we had in the locker room after, especially at the beginning of the season when we lost to the Niners at home. And it was kind of the same message last year of that we kind of knew what type of team we had. We knew we had a special team. We knew we let a few games out of our grasp. And we knew that we wanted to keep working harder to get to this point to where we are now.
Hey, Leonard, I asked you yesterday about anybody in your rookie season that was a veteran leadership. You mentioned Demario Davis. But how does it feel that you are now the leader? How does it feel like now with the Seattle Seahawks, people look up to you as a vet?
It's pretty surreal. Time flies by. It's crazy to think that, not too long ago, it feels like I was just a rookie, and that time flew by. Now I'm in year 11. Now I'm getting gray hairs, and now I'm the OG on the team, or some of the guys call me Unc, whatever. But it feels amazing to be able to share my knowledge, share my experience, and let guys understand to not take this moment for granted, because it's hard to come by.
What's the key to the longevity of your career? You've been able to be dominant, and now year 11. What's your routine like? Off the field, off-season program, or even in-season? How do you stay prepared mentally and your body right every single week?
I would definitely say the stuff I've been doing off the field has helped me on the field tremendously lately. And that's my diet, my mental space, doing meditation and breath work and things like that. And then also just getting closer to my faith and stuff like that lately has been a big part of that as well.
How'd you get into meditation and breath work?
My wife actually is a meditation teacher, and when I was younger, I used to listen to hype music and things like that before the game. I started realizing halfway through the game I'd be almost depleted energy wise, and it's because I was working myself up, having too much energy leading up to the game when the game is already so energetic. So I started learning that it's better for me to be really calm before a game. So I started doing 15-20 minutes of breath work before every game, and sometimes at halftime.
Love that. Leonard Williams.
It just means
meditation, breath work.
So much.
I can relate.
I obviously put my faith in family first, but I've been working at this.
That was awesome. So we got Leonard Williams, defensive tackle of the Seattle Seahawks. I was able to interview him yesterday, and he had a lot of interesting things to say about when he was a rookie with the Jets, who were some guys that he looked up to, and then it was a full circle moment because I had to ask him, now you're the vet, now you're the one training the young guys. So it's cool. Leonard Williams is a class act, amazing NFL pro. Seattle Seahawks fans should be proud to have a guy like Leonard Williams on your team. So where should we go next? I say Witherspoon.
Favorite celebration? I mean, you got better every game, man. As you can see, man, you can do everything, You still find that. I mean, a rookie can come in and play like a vet like that, man. You can't ask for much more than that.
Weird, man. It's inverted.
He's one of those guys. Like he's gonna be great in this league for a very long time. I mean, you can line them up anywhere. You can line really all of us up anywhere, to be honest, and we can get the job done. But I mean, the guy can blitz. He can take on tackles, edge. He can set the edge. I mean, he can blitz. He can big out. I mean, literally, the guy can do anything. He can cover the slot, cover the tight end, everything he wants to do, he can do. Man. So you got a guy like that, man. It's kind of hard to game plan against him.
Come on, man.
I mean, the way he put his foot down, the way he believed, like, okay, yeah, we are going to be who we say we are. I mean, posting everything from literally, he still posts every day. And we go about our business the way we do it every day. We don't change no one about it, man. I think that's what helps us as far as the consistency of how we did everything throughout the years.
Honestly, super smart football coach. I think, especially whereas I
Experience where in Florida or you like, I mean, it helped me grow. It helped me learn to be on my own. Go up there. It was kind of different. Coming from Florida to Illinois, it's real cold up there. That was one thing that stood out for sure. But being able to grow, learn to be on my own, meet new people. I mean, it was everything to me, man. It literally changed who I am today. So, I mean, you had no choice. I mean, it's the Midwest. It get cold up there. It get very cold in the Midwest. So, I mean, you had no choice. I mean, just the way he go about his business every day, man. You're talking about a guy who loves his position group, man. He do everything for us, literally, man. We can't thank him enough every day for that. And then when he got here, man, we just accepted him for who we are, man. He came in and worked. He put his head down and he worked. So,
Hit live.
to me, it means everything, man. It's a dream come true. A dream come true. And I mean, like, when you look back at your childhood, you never would have thought, like, one day I wanted to play on that stage, and now that I'm here, man, like I said, it's just a dream come true. I mean, coming from where we come from, a lot of guys don't make it out of that small town. And it's a few guys who did, man. And shout out to all the ones who did. But I mean, like I said, we kind of get overlooked up there in the panhandle, but we don't really care, man. Like I said, you got the heart of a lion, it really don't matter. So that's it.
Hey, what's your biggest financial flex? I asked Chris Jones last year. He said he's got the Tiffany Patek watch, $1.5 million. Other guys more savvy, so it could be either what's your biggest financial flex?
I bought my mom a house.
Really? What's the coolest thing in the house?
That's a question for her. Not for me though.
Oh, that's the flex. Hey, what's one NFL team you grew up a diehard fan of?
I never go to diehard fan of no NFL team. I just like the players. No.
Which player did you have? You didn't
I didn't have a jersey though.
Oh, wow. Favorite Bad Bunny song?
I don't have one.
Hey, how does it feel in training camp going up against JSN? To iron sharpens iron is that traditional term. Just talked about what that matchup's like to go up against JSN to get you prepared for these games.
I mean, you get a chance to battle against the best receiver in the league every day, man. You can't take that for granted. You know, we make each other better every day. You know, I was able to go against him since our rookie year. Like I said, we came in together, so I was able to battle against him every year, though, man. Like I said, man, iron sharpens iron, man. He got me better. I got him better, man. You can't ask for no more than that, though, man. So,
have you gone up against a wide receiver that is better than him, or is JSN the best receiver you've ever gone up against?
I mean, did you see what he did this year?
I did. That's why I'm asking.
That's answer your question right there.
I love it. Good luck.
What's your favorite thing about the city of Seattle?
JSN.
You know, the environment, literally, though. You know, great environment up there. You know,
all right, we got JSN, Leonard Williams. And by the way, for the people that are tuning in, this is Roundtable Sports. We're here at the Super Bowl. I know we are live on the NFC West Roundtable YouTube channel. I know you guys are used to seeing Brandon and Jesse and Jake and Mike and Z-Bot, and those are the guys. They're going to be live tonight actually doing their thing, previewing the Super Bowl. But Roundtable Sports, we have credentials here at the Super Bowl, and we're really excited to be here. And we thought, hey, why not go live on the NFC West Roundtable YouTube channel to give you guys the exclusive Seattle Seahawks media access. My name is Richie Melora. I was there for the NFC West Roundtable event in LA for that Rams and 49ers event when it was awesome. We got all of them together. So in case people are like, who are these guys? What's going on? How are they at the Seahawks Super Bowl? Roundtable Sports Network is here, and we want to give you the exclusive coverage. So let's keep it going. And if you guys in the chat want to give us any questions to ask the Seattle Seahawks players, please let us know. Again, AJ Barner here. We have JSN we just talked to. We have JSN right here. So I think there's a lot of fun things we can get into.
I know Seattle's hosting a game as well, though, and I was not big on this. So I think that's exciting, and hopefully continue to grow the game of soccer in the U.S.
Yeah.
Soccer? I honestly don't. But,
like when to bring energy in the route, you know, at the top of the route, bringing energy and playing fast. At that time, yeah, I thought it was possible. It's like they chose somebody else. I wonder who's going to get. Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I would see it in the media and stuff like that. It's understandable. It's understandable seeing my sophomore season. I lined up in the slot a lot, having Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson. But the belief in myself has always been I could line up anywhere. And, you know, I think you would have saw that a lot during my third season, but I wasn't given the opportunity. So, you know, that label was kind of put on me, but I never really, you know, believed in it.
We've seen a lot of superstar wide receivers having awesome games in this.
Whoa, hey.
I'm just looking to let it loose, man. I'm looking forward to the ball getting hiked and me giving my full effort to do whatever I need to do to get the job done. Very impressed, man. From the day he got here, from the day we met, just his determination, his will, his evenness has been great, you know, for myself and this team. And you know, he's the leader of our team, and we're riding with him, and you know, we believe in him. And yeah, that's about it.
Jackson,
my favorite. Probably Larry Fitzgerald. Just an all-around threat. Can line up anywhere on the field and really get the job done.
Jackson, do you have any nicknames in the locker room? If not, may I recommend one?
You can recommend one.
The Emerald City Route Artist.
Nice. That's pretty nice. It's long, but it's nice.
It's a little. We can shorten it to ECRA.
There we go.
86% odds right now that you're the offensive player of the year winner. Are you paying attention at all to the odds on prediction markets?
No, I'm not paying attention to that. Like I said before the season, I'm really just focused on winning a ring, and everything else falls behind that. But that would be, pretty cool.
What's your best investment advice that you're getting right now?
Investment advice? Really, right now as a young guy, for me, it's just really investing in myself and for me to get to where I want to get.
Jackson, what did you learn from a guy like Cooper Kupp when he came to Seattle? He's had so much success with the Rams. Did you learn anything about him when he first got to the Seattle Seahawks, and now is arguably one of the top two, if not the best wide receiver duo in the NFL, you and Cooper? So what have you learned from him when he came to the Seahawks?
Definitely, really just how to carry yourself like a Hall of Fame receiver and how to approach the game and, everything, life. So, to have him has been an extreme help. And I've learned a lot, asked a lot of questions, watched him a lot, and how he does things. And he does things the right way. So it's easy to follow and easy to see, and for me to propel my game.
When did you know that Sam Darnold, when he came to the Seattle Seahawks, when you first met him and he got signed to be your quarterback, when was the moment you realized this guy is going to do and get us to this level to be a Super Bowl?
When did I realize? I really thought he was an elite competitor, and picking his brain, I thought, I just thought he was an elite, guy, and going out to practice every day against our defense is no joke, and for us to see success and to see improvement really each and every day was something, that stuck with me.
Good luck Sunday.
Can you describe the plethora of ways defenses have tried to cover you?
Yeah, single me up one-on-one.
JSN.
Double team, triple team.
All right, so we got Greg Zabel we can get.
Someone asked about Zabel.
I think he came in with that. Every guy bought into it, and that was great.
It's a super cool experience, but all in all, it's another football game, and I think understanding that's going to be really important, and understanding to not get too high or not to get too low, and just kind of stay in the middle and be loose and focused for the football game.
We don't listen to the outside noise. We don't really listen to CP and the team.
Yeah, I would. The first person I would think of would be Lincoln Kienholz. He's still in college right now. He's at Louisville QB, but he's a guy that I played with when I was a senior. He was a freshman. Consider him like my little brother, but he was bar down the most talented, athletic human being I've ever seen in my entire life.
If you have a specific question you'd like us to ask Gray Zabel, let us know in the chat right now.
Excited to watch him kind of get his opportunity to show what he's made of.
Zabel.
Yeah, probably when he was like dunking in practice, like all this, like I'm having to build up like 10, 15 feet before I go and try and dunk it, like barely get it over the rim, and he's just going and like damn near windmilling it, and I'm just like, all right, dude, you can't jump like that as a 14-year-old kid. Like that's not fair at all. Trying to see who's all here. Go ask AJ Barner, like, what's his mentality going to be like on Sunday? We're just going to grind meat and carry water. Like that'd be a great question for AJ, as we always talk about that before every single drive. So we have a lot of fun playing together, and we're just a bunch of meatheads out there on the football field. just the mentality you got to have while playing this game of football. And I don't know how it started. It was probably some silly thing we started in training camp, but it's kind of a saying we say out in the huddle, and it's kind of caught fire, and now we jokingly say it all the time to each other. Yeah, he's an unbelievable football player. He's just a true competitor. I mean, I have my work cut out for me as he's an elite level player. So I think there's things that we're going to have to hang our hat on and understand this is what we're going to have to do to stop him, and I'm looking forward to that.
You talked about the defensive linemen on the Seahawks roster that have helped you since training camp. That 3 10-year veterans in Jaron Reed, D-Law, and Leo. Like, what have those guys meant to the team, just overall, their leadership, their play?
You can't replicate what they've done for this organization, for this team, the culture, the connectivity, the leadership that they bring to the table. It's one of one. I still remember in training camp where D-Law bumped inside to a 3-tech, and I tried this pass play. I tried throwing my hands and he just grabbed my wrist out of midair. And I was like, all right, this is going to be a long day if he stays here. But stuff like that. And then him after practice working with me, telling me what he's looking for, what he understands in my game and stuff like that. And Leo and Jay Reed and Murph have done that for me. And I think the coolest thing in this all is, like, they didn't owe me anything when I first showed up. And they've been so giving, and the knowledge that they've gave me and helped me understand about this game of football has been remarkable, and I'll never be able to replay those guys. That just goes to show you what type of people they are, what type of human beings and leaders that they are, that they take a guy like me who's so green to the NFL kind of under their wing and show me the ropes.
And for all 3 of those guys, is their first, just to they're going to go on the journey for the first time in a decade-long career. What does that mean?
Nobody more deserving. I thought it was a cool thing. After the NFC Championship, somebody came up to me and asked, like, how rewarding or how deserving do you feel to be going to the Super Bowl? And the first thing that hit my mind is, like, I don't deserve this. This is not about me. This is about guys like Leonard Williams, Jay Reed, D-Law, Sam, those guys that have been in the NFL and that have poured into me and been the best teammates that possibly can be. It's for these guys. And I'm just glad to be a part of it and glad to be here to do my part to get them there, because they're the most deserving guys on our team to be able to go to a Super Bowl. And I'm excited to see them in the moment and see them kind of take in this opportunity this Sunday.
Great. You play in the hardest division of football in the NFC West. You face the Rams in the NFC Championship. How did it feel, division rival, in the Super Bowl?
Feels great to win. That's big thing about the NFL is you don't really look into division rivals, all that stuff too much. They're just another football team and their opponent. And at the end of the day, you want to win as a competitor.
You mentioned AJ a second ago. If they change the rule, he has the potential to do the last tush push in NFL history. Short yardage on Sunday. What do you think about that, and just the significance, the impact of that plays on?
It's a cool deal. Yeah, I would 100% get him like a plaque or something. We're locker mates right next to each other. I'd get him like a plaque or something, like the last tush push in the NFL history, and like get a picture made up of that if that's the case. But it's so cool to see the success that AJ's having, and cool to see him kind of be that guy for the tush push, because he's one of one. Like, there's nobody else on the team that is a guy like that wants to do a job like that. So it's exciting to see the success he's having.
One last thing, EJ, he's been carrying his dad with him. He had the quote of the year earlier when he was defending Sam. What can you say just about him as a leader, just vocally and emotionally, and how he galvanizes the guys?
Yeah, I appreciate EJ saying that. As everybody in the locker room thought the same exact thing. So I don't know if he got fined, and if he did, I should probably help him out with that fine for saying that, because he stood up for a guy that comes in every single day and works his ass off and understands what it takes to win. And I think Sam does an unbelievable job of being the same exact guy every single day. And then a guy like EJ to have his back in a moment to where you easily maybe put the blame on somebody else. EJ took 100% the blame and owned up and stood up for Sam. I think that was the coolest thing. I think it brought our team together because it's not a me, it's a we type game. And I think that was cool to see a guy like EJ do that. And it just goes to show what type of person he is, how high character he is, and what true leader he is. I'm just fortunate that I'm in the same locker room as him. He's playing this game.
Obviously, this week is a bit different with everything going on and the preparation around. Since you're a rookie, is there something the team did to prepare you, especially to answer the press or stuff, or is it something you do all season long already?
I would say the guy that helps me out a lot is the guy right over there, Coop. I've asked him multiple questions about what to expect, what does the game look like, do I got to change anything, all this stuff. So having a guy like that on our team that's been through this and gone through Super Bowl, what to expect has been critical. And especially as a rookie, you don't know what you don't know. So have guys like that being able to learn from is pretty important.
What was the first memory of Super Bowl you had?
Gosh, I just got this question asked. I still think it was one of the coolest memories too. Is the Devin Hester kickoff return. That was pretty sweet. The camera started shaking from the stadium going crazy. So that was probably the first Super Bowl moment.
Greg,
Greg, can you explain?
Who came up with the grind meat curry?
That's AJ Barner.
AJ Barner.
Yeah, very good.
I missed that part. And then I was talking to John Benton, and he said your line is playing to win now. And he talked to me about the growth in personality. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I think you said it exactly. We're playing to win. We want to be the reason why moving forward. There's going to be times in the game where we've had to put kind of the game on our back and have the mentality that we have to go finish the game. And I think JB has done an unbelievable job instilling that into us over the past however many months. So he's an unbelievable football coach. He's an unbelievable guy. And I think he came into a room and understood what was kind of happening. And he completely changed around the mindset and mentality. And for that, it's 101.
Greg, can you quickly expand on Sam Darnold? He's your quarterback. Just what makes him different, what makes him tick, what makes him great through all the adversity he's been through?
He's the man, the absolute man. He's been through a lot of adversity, and the success he's having is one-of-one. And I think it's so cool that I get a block for a guy like him, just an absolute leader, a true competitor, and just a dynamic player. And I think it's cool that he's having the success that he's having this year.
Good luck Sunday, man.
There you have it. Gray Zabel interview.
That's Gray Zabel, rookie for the Seattle Seahawks. All right, well, they're wrapping it all up. As we leave, get Gray on his way out. This is some good stuff here. How do you feel about that, TD?
I feel good, man. These guys are ready too, man. The Seahawks seem calm, cool, collective. I think they're ready to play. But that's going to conclude this session. They'll have another session tomorrow. We'll try to get back with you all on a live stream to give you instant access right here at the Super Bowl.
Thank you guys again. We're live on the NFC West Roundtable YouTube channel. Some people watching this channel are probably like, who are these guys? Well, again, we are, the back end of Roundtable Sports Network. We're the reasons why NFC West Roundtable is a thing, and we cannot be more proud of Jake and Brandon and Jesse and AZ Sports Fan and Z-Bot and the magical show that they were able to put on every single week, which will be live tonight, by the way. So make sure you guys check that out for a Super Bowl preview. But we're here all week long as media credentials with Roundtable Sports, and we're really excited. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. We'll be live again tomorrow for more Seattle Seahawks access. Hit that like button.